Hello, my name is Ken Chafin, and I have the extreme privilege to serve as principal here at Marysville STEM Early College High School. The intent of this video is to highlight the fundamentals of this building, the tenets, what we were founded on, our core beliefs, and also who we are and who we aspire to be for our students. But I want to start with this too. I can only imagine how hard it is to be the parent of an 8th grader right now and to try and wrap your mind around even this notion, this idea that your 8th grade student is going to be in high school next year. I'm certain that that leads to anxiety for some people, but I want to assure you, I truly believe this. It is not hyperbole. Students in Marysville schools have a great situation because Marysville High School and Marysville STEM Early College High School are both great places for kids. To share with you who we are as a building, I have to start with the most common thing that I hear from our students when they come back to visit us from college or even when they're in the workforce. And that is, they remember how important relationships were. And that warms my heart because I think there is nothing more important in education. Our teachers work to build strong relationships with our kids so that they can bring content to life in a way that's real to them and so that they can be relevant to them. It will improve academic learning, it improves your culture, it improves the experience for kids. But relationships allow you to have an immortality of influence on their lives.
Okay, we're now going to dig into the comparative document titled Two Strong Choices that all of you should have received via Bunsold and an email. And I'll start with STEM education. Obviously, we are a STEM early college high school, and so we're built on STEM education. That means a lot of courses, a lot of lessons that are focused on collaborative work, where students are digging in to driving questions that hopefully they're passionate about. But STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math, but it is so much more than just that. It is not about teaching our students to solve a problem. It's about equipping our students to solve all problems. That's what STEM education is about. And in 2021, with the access we have to technology and the ability to innovate, we believe that it can be a decisive advantage to our students academically and beyond. Our habits of mind are the skills that are really the bedrock of what we believe. We believe that those skills are equal to or even more important than the content and the curriculum that students will learn as a student in our building. They've been deeply integrated into everything we do. Our students receive explicit instruction. They get feedback based on our mastery-based rubrics that show students on a continuum where they are on the path to mastery in a specific habit of mind. In our building, they are flexibility, outside-the-box thinking, resiliency, communication and collaboration, empathy, and self-sufficiency. It's also important to note that internships are a big part of our building. Pre-COVID, we got to a place where our graduating seniors, over 70% of them were in an internship. And currently, that has shifted to the point where we have 75% of our internships are actually paid internships with the business locally. And that's obviously a great sign that there is value to both the business and to the student. Our vision is that 100% of our graduating seniors will participate in an internship while they're a student here at Early College High School. College credits are obviously a big part of this building. They would be for any early college high school in particular. And that's an important piece. The class of 2019 actually averaged 33 college credits while they were in high school. And that's the equivalent of over 1 year of college that's out of the way. And that's an important piece, obviously, for our students and their families. It's free, and we think that that's a great head start. It's also true that we've had in the last 2 years between 5 and 7 graduates of our building that graduated with an associate's degree from college 1 week prior to graduating from high school. It isn't just that we have college credit courses that are in this gray box here in our building. Those are the ones that are most readily accessible and taken by our students. But it's also true that with College Credit Plus, we open up the doors to any college credit class that a student qualifies for and has an interest in. So we have students that are full-time on Ohio State's campus. We have students that are working on digitized courses that are now accessible as a part of the COVID movement that we've had and the challenges. So many courses have become digitized, and that has opened up many opportunities. It's important to look at these pathways here that I'm trying to highlight by zooming in a little bit more. Engineering and manufacturing is our first one, our health science pathway, IT, and auto tech. And auto tech is unique in that it's open to students from both buildings at MHS and also here at Early College High School. We want you to look at those with your student and make sure that they have some type of an interest in those pathways. It doesn't mean they need to be all in or that they're going to choose their career and it's going to be one of those pathways. But the other thing that's important is that you take a look at this digital course handbook link that's at the bottom. Click on it, take a look at the courses that are offered here. We think that that's pretty important as a student is choosing their building and making that decision. They certainly shouldn't go to a school where none of the courses are of interest of them. Their passion should drive that learning. As I mentioned at the beginning, I do believe that all students have two great choices. Marysville High School and Early College High School are both great places for kids. We are different, and we are similar in some ways. But in the end, I think that there are great options for our students here in Marysville. Please do not hesitate to reach out, to call me here. My direct line in the office is 937-578-7303, and you can certainly email me as well. I know the same thing holds true for Mr. Cochran. We are here to help, and we want to help you feel comfortable with the choice that your son or daughter chooses for high school. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing many of you in our Zoom sessions next week.